What's up, guys? It's your boy TPP, and I'm back with that true crime talk, baby. Let's go. Before we get going, though, you know the deal. You know the get down. Smash that like. If you're new here, just go ahead and smash that subscribe. I promise by the end of the video, you'll want to do it anyways. And for some of those that, want to keep showing up, watch my content because you're probably waiting for me to mess up so you can clip me and, do what y'all do. If you want to show up and do that without hitting that subscribe button, everybody's welcome here. You don't have to hide in the shadows to hate. You know what I mean? Analytics show me, straight up that y'all keep showing up, but you ain't subscribing. Why not? Just subscribe. Join the club. You'll enjoy it, I promise. Just do it. Let's make the commitment together. You know what I mean? Maybe you have commitment issues. Maybe that's what it is. And, we all have issues. I have an issue with procrastination sometimes. Doing YouTube, you can't do that. You gotta commit and do it. You know what I mean? I do it. I make the videos. Even when I don't want to, sometimes I make the videos, and then every time I start making them, it's a good time. So what I'm saying is, you gotta fight the bad habits. You gotta fight your demons. And if it's commitment demons, let's start with baby steps. First step, subscribe to the channel. Join the crew. I promise you, you'll enjoy it. All right, guys. I'll stop with the pandering, emotional manipulation, psychology, psychological warfare, all that stuff. Let's jump into it. I know some of y'all left right now. I already know. Must be what you guys are here for, right? The comedy. But anyways, let's jump into this one. This case that we're going to cover, I'm not going to lie, guys, it's a sad one. And it was requested by a subscriber / true crime family member, Jennifer B. For you, Jennifer. Yeah. So prepare yourself. Prepare your heart. It's rough. It's definitely rough. So many of these that we listen to, some of the true crime cases we listen to, they tend to be, they're all rough, they're all sad, for the most part. And when I'm preparing you extra, it's because, it's going to have children in it. So that being said, just prepare for that. All right, let's pull up this first tab. Kind of an overview of what this case about. It's Ariel Sellers. She was placed into the system, basically, and the people that adopted her ended up unaliving her. They still have not found her, and the people that unalived her are in custody. They have been arrested, but they have yet to face trial. So I dug as best I could today. We'll go over the stuff I found, and then if Jennifer B, if you're in here, let me know down in the comments live if I missed anything or if you want to add anything. And if you missed the live premiere, then, well, replay. You know what I mean? And if you're in this replay, let me know. So let's jump into it. All right. First, share. All right, here. This first, let's get into this first article. A Hawaiian mother haunted by the brutal killing of one child tries to hold on to another. The mother of a Waimanalo girl allegedly murdered by a couple who adopted her says she is sober and working to prevent the state from putting her newborn son into the same system. Man, I'll tell you what, if you don't know about it, Hawaii has a really bad drug, epidemic, and it's been an issue for a while. So I would assume that their system's pretty stressed like ours out here in California. And when you have a stress system like that and there's not enough oversight, you have weirdos and bad people that slip through the cracks and get into these systems and participate in these programs and get a hold of these children, and they have no place doing it. It reminds me kind of kind of like the West trial, right? With the West boys out here in Kern County, California, where I'm at. And yeah, it was bad, man. And then with the West case, kind of it kind of aligns with my feelings of like a lot of times when you see this happen to adopted kids, it seems like their treatment's worse depending on how bad their background is. It just seems like it's even worse. So they like come from a really bad drug background and this and that. And it just seems like they're cared for even worse when it comes to these specific types of individuals. And the West case was a perfect example of that because those people had biological children plus adopted children. Their biological children were treated great. Their adopted children, well, we saw how that went. So, but anyways, states and areas where the systems are stressed because there's drug, epidemics, and it creates this issue in the system. You see a lot of this that happens, and it's horrifying. It's absolutely disgusting. But let's just continue. Let's continue. Melanie Joseph has been dealing with all the normal anxieties of being a new mother after the birth of her son last month. Getting to pediatrician appointments, keeping a bag stocked with diapers and wipes, establishing sleeping and eating schedules. She also facing a terror that few parents could imagine. 2 years ago, Joseph's daughter, Ariel, disappeared from the home where she had been placed after the state took her from Joseph. It didn't take long for authorities to uncover perhaps the most notorious case of child abuse in recent Hawaiian history. A Waimanalo couple, I hope I'm saying that right, Leua and Isaac Kalua had taken in Ariel and her sister as foster children, then adopted them, giving Ariel a new name, Isabella Kalua. The Kaluas confined 6-year-old Isabella to a dog cage in a bathroom to keep her from wandering around the house at night looking for food her adoptive parents failed to provide. I told you guys, this is a rough one. Jennifer B., man, why you do this to me? Her older sister told authorities. The sister reported that she and Loea Kalua found Isabella dead in the cage, her mouth and nose covered with duct tape. What the fuck? Bruh. The girl's body has never been found, but last month a probate court judge declared her dead, and the Kaluas are, I hope I'm saying that right, are facing murder charges with their trial scheduled to begin in later that month. Actually, I don't care if I'm saying their name right. They don't even deserve that. This is them. This is the loving couple that stuck that baby in a cage and duct taped her. And, y'all know how I am. You already know where I feel like they belong. You already know. Let's continue. Joseph's deepest fear is that her newborn son, Azarias, will be placed in the same foster system that took her daughter's life. This time around, she has a much different attitude. I'm a lot more protective, she said. She says that during her pregnancy, she broke the methamphetamine habit that led to her children being taken by the state in 2018. She learned on the math to help deal with the horror of Ariel's mistreatment and death, she said, but it just made things worse. Yeah, she probably had that issue before. I mean, that was probably the issue she had. They got the child taken in the first place. But yeah, she already had that issue. That happening to her daughter would just amplify the issue for sure. It's all bad, man. It's all bad. Like I said, they've had a really bad epidemic on the islands now with they call ice, which is a methamphetamine. It's all bad, guys. I mean, shit. If you watch Dog the Bounty Hunter, you see what I'm talking about. I mean, just that show alone is when they're in Hawaii, it's based in there. You see what it is, dude. It's bad. Okay, let's continue. She's preemptively doing the services that the state wanted her to do several years ago to regain custody of her other children. She hopes that by getting ahead of the requirements, she can keep Azarias and be reunited with two of Ariel's sisters. Holy Lord, man. That's 4 babies total, dude. Just think about that, man. That's why it's such a horrible. It's such a horrible cycle. It really is. Yeah, trust me, I know all about it. It's bad, dude. It's bad. Okay, but despite her clean drug tests at Azariah's birth and beyond, she says the state's child welfare services has already stepped in. Yeah, man. It's like for them to be that active every time she has a baby, it's like she has to have had some pretty bad issues. And I don't want to be, judgmental or anything, but like her pictures, like they tell a story. You know what I mean? And it looks like her past was pretty rough. So it's a very sad life when you get into that stuff. And there's some I don't know, man. That's a whole other conversation. Foil drop. Okay. 2 days after Azarias was born, a state social worker filed a child safety assessment, finding that Joseph's history of substance abuse prevents her from protecting or providing for her son. The report stated that she had not proven that she is rehabilitated and listed a number of steps that she should take. The social worker told her she'd be summoned to appear in a family court 2 weeks later. Now it's been a month and she still does not have a court date. She's not sure what's going on, nor does she know where her 4 surviving daughters are. Though she hears rumors. Holy Lord, dude. She has 5 babies, dude. That's 5 babies. Continue. Joseph complained to Kathy Bates, director of the Department of that oversees CWS. The social workers had altered the checkbox responses on her assessment after she had signed it and taken several other steps Joseph believed were improper. That's pretty bad, man. If that's true, the social workers, the people working in the office actually did change stuff on her paperwork, dude, to like go against her. That is dirty, dude. That's a level of corruption. That's like basically deciding on their own that she's not fit to have that baby without it going through the proper procedure. Dirty. I hope that's not the case. The Department of Human Services did not respond to a request for comment, but in an email provided the civil beat, Betts told Joseph she had to sign her senior staff to look into her complaints and had alerted the Attorney General's office. So we'll see if something comes of that. That's not right, man. Just because somebody has a past, if they're doing everything right now and they've made that change and they're consistent. It is about consistency. You can't just be like, "Oh, I've been clean for 3 months and like I'm good to go." You have to have some time and some consistency there. But if they're making those steps and they can prove it, like they deserve, another chance. You can't just take somebody's whole damn life away because they went through a bad part of their life. Kind of like the trauma community here on YouTube. Just because somebody's had a past, and then they've changed and now they're making YouTube videos and creating content and they're doing well on YouTube. Just because they have a past doesn't mean they don't deserve that, that love they're getting, on their channel, the success that they're seeing. It doesn't mean they don't deserve that, guys. They deserve it. All right. We all got to stop being so damn judgmental on people's past. If they become a changed person and they've held course and they've shown consistency, you know what I mean? You don't have to like them, but get up off of them, let them live. I digress. Joseph is living in the back bedroom of a cousin's quinoa house. I don't know. I can't even get that one, guys. I'm not going to retry that name. The vine cloak walls of the Palais loom a few miles away, and small papaya tree bearing enormous fruit grows in the backyard. Dude, that sounds delicious. Joseph's worldly possessions are neatly stacked in containers against one wall. Azariah's bassinet sits next to her king-size bed. It's nice to be able to take care of my kids, at least one of them, she said. A death leads to addiction. Joseph grew up in Waimanalo and graduated from Castle High School in her late 20s. She said she took care of her brother struggling with cancer. I was up with him 24/7, she said. I was the one who took care of him. When he died in early 2017, Joseph said she fell into the meth habit that would derail her life. It's an all too common story in Hawaii, which has long been in a grip of the drug. Spit it out, Junior. Oh, yeah, mine. Okay. In many child welfare cases, one or both parents have been using math. Unlike on much of the mainland, math overdose deaths in Hawaii are outnumber those caused by opioids. Opioid. Seriously, man. You guys know. I'm not even gonna say forget it. On Ohio from 2016 to 2021, the ratio was 3-1. So that math be beaten out the H for deaths. Jeez, like I was telling you guys before, man, I didn't even read this article. I just pulled this one up. I just saw the dates and just read it in like the first paragraph or two. But like I'm telling you, dude, it's been a problem there, and it's been a problem there longer than that. It's been a problem there way longer than that because I remember hearing about it like when I was in high school, fresh out of high school. We're talking 2002 to 2005 time frame, and it was bad then. So let's read on. Okay. Joseph said that most of her acquaintances in Waimanalo are still in the throes of math addiction. One reason she keeps her distance by living in Kinioe. These words, man, they kill me, dude. Yesterday was Australia. Today it's Hawaii. Trying to blow a circuit in my brain. I know it. Okay, a year or so into her addiction in 2018, when she gave birth to one of her daughters, that's, yeah, you do the math on that, right? Yeah, those babies were born in the full throw of addiction. Joseph tested positive for meth. As often happens in such cases, the state got involved. At first, the children were placed with Joseph's mother, Barbara Kumai, but after 6 months or so, Joseph said her mother told her that the children would be moving in with Isaac, who also goes by Sunny and Luhuya Kalua. Yo, so it was the grandma that helped place up for not the grandparents in my family, man. Grandparents in my family don't let kids up, dude. That's where like anytime somebody's having a rough go in life, in a bad season and there's babies involved, grandparents, man, they the first to step in and take them babies. That's for sure. That blows me away. Don't know. I can't be judgmental on it. I don't know the situation though. So, but it's just, man, that sucks. Okay. Kume said shortly after Ariel disappeared that the state had removed Ariel and her older sister from her home after expressing concerns about Kume's ability to care for them while she was dealing with her boyfriend's serious motorcycle accident. That sucks. Guess I retract that previous statement about the grandparent giving them up. She had no choice, but it's like, damn, it seems like it's a stupid reason. Like, Unless they had like documented incidents where the grandma wasn't taking care of them, I don't understand how they can just come in and be like, "Oh, we don't think you're going to be able to do it based on the fact that you're taking care of your boyfriend after a motorcycle accident." Um, Crazy. The social worker said she didn't want me to get overwhelmed. Kumaya told the Honolulu Star advertiser she should have given me a chance. Oh damn! So see, there you go, dude. She didn't even give her a chance. The system just stepped in and was like, "Oh, we don't think you could do this, and you're gonna be overwhelmed. We're gonna take these kids." Dude, that is disgusting. Joseph and her cousin Taia Costa believe there was another factor in the state's decision to place the children with the Kaluas. La Hua believed that her brother was the father of the youngest girl, which Joseph says is not true. Bro, this she's my lord, bro. This is it's bad, guys. It's bad. All right, wait. Let's see how much more is in the article because like I said, I didn't read it all. Let's see. I don't think there's not too much more. Let's read it though because this gives context to everything. You got to have context if you want to understand the story. It's just mandatory. Okay. Joseph visited the kids when they lived with her mother. After they were moved to the Kalua household, she said she saw them 2 or 3 times a week. At the Kalua, she says she started noticing signs of abuse. A child related to Kalua's would bully Ariel, taking away her toys and trying to hit her, Joseph said, but the Kaluas did nothing. Which is bad. I mean, that just goes hand in hand with what we already heard about the dog cage. I kind of scolded him one day after that. I couldn't have visits at the house, Joseph said. Um, so she scolded him after that. She couldn't have visits. The state arranged for her to keep seeing the kids at her mother's house, the CWS office downtown of Waimalalo Public Library, or the Waimalalo Public blah 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 blah, blah Public Library. My God, spit it out. Horrible. Stop laughing in the chat. I see you down there laughing. Stop it. Stop it, guys. Stop it. Okay. Um, Ariel's arms, when she was lifting her into the car after a visit, Ariel's shirt pulled up and Joseph saw bruises on her back and head. Joseph said she alerted the CWS social worker who said Ariel had been pinching herself. Bro, that's cap. Oh, and for any of the older generation watching these videos, when you hear me say that's cap, that's newer generation slang for that's false or that's fake or that's a lie. Or so now you know. Hey, get that full round education when you come to my channel. A little true crime, a little social stuff, little this, little that, a little slang. Get it all. We get it all over here. All right, let's keep going. My daughter doesn't pinch herself, Joseph said. That's not normal. Another time, Ariel's finger was swollen, and Joseph said that she asked the girl what happened. Ariel ground her foot into the floor. Joseph believes she was pantomiming somebody stomping on her finger. Bro, that poor baby, man. The social worker, she said, attributed it to a bug bite. That was a broken finger, yo, not a damn bug bite. And even if it was a bug bite and her finger's that swollen, why didn't she get medical care? She would have got medical care. Then the doctor would have been like, no, we got to x-ray this. I don't see a bite site. And then they would have noticed that it was broken or fractured or whatever the case may be. And they would have a record of the injury, you know what I mean? But of course, these freaking abusers, they didn't care about this baby. Ridiculous, man. Okay, compose yourself. Let's keep going. After Ariel disappeared, Joseph saw a Hawaii News Now report that Ariel's finger had been broken in October 2019 while she was in Kalua's care, and that there had been a delay in reporting it to state or getting it treated. So it was broken. See what I'm saying? Joseph said she also noted how hungry Ariel always seemed to be. I hope I'm saying that right. It's Ariel or Ariel. It's one of the two. Okay, let's see. During the visits, Joseph would bring snacks for the kids. She constantly wanted to eat. Joseph said she'd eat whatever I brought. So this baby was like picked on, beat on, starved, put in a cage. Whew. Special place for those type of people. You know that. You know it. I truly believe that there is a special place at the end of this story that you go to if you're one of these people, and it is especially horrible. I truly do believe it. Okay. Let's see. Joseph said she tried to find out what life was like for her kids and the Kalua home, but Ariel sometimes, at the insistence of her older sister, kept quiet. Yeah, so they already had the older daughter that was with her, like brainwashed, like scared. You know what I mean? Like conditioned to not say anything and to keep her little sister in check. It's so bad. My daughter always looked happy, Joseph said. Every time I saw her, she had a smile on her face, but she'd never really talked to me. A lawsuit filed this week against the state alleges that child welfare workers were warned repeatedly that the Kaluas were abusing Ariel by doctors, a teacher, and others, but failed to adequately investigate and advocate for Kaluas to adopt the children. Yo, man, like this is what I'm talking about. This is the system, bro, is broken. I'm telling you right now, it's broken. Just like so many parts of our society, it's in need of massive reform and like more strict background checks on these people. It's like if you're choosing to, because what most people don't understand is when these people take these babies in, they get money for each baby they take in. And when they take in siblings, they make even more money in most places. So it's like, if you're going to decide that you want to put yourself in this program and do this, and you're going to make money off of taking these babies in, I feel like you should be checked on pretty consistently to make sure that you're doing a proper job and that, you're walking the line. Because, I think by now we have enough history and track record of really bad things happening when not enough oversights being implemented with these programs. I mean, that's it. There's nothing else to be said about that, man. We need change, massive change. But let's press on here. Let's press on. The lawsuit says that the Kaluas took Ariel to different doctors to avoid suspicion when she suffered from bruises, fractures, and other injuries. Isaac Kalua took off work, according to the suit, supposedly because he had contracted COVID-19 when he actually needed time to dispose of the girl's body. Bro, you guys, this is a sad story. And this is just one of many stories. There's a lot of stories like this. It would blow your damn mind. I'm telling you that right now. If you really took your time out and it's like deep dive in each state to find stories like this, it's the numbers are staggering, absolutely staggering. Let's go ahead and read on. Got to get the full story, guys. We got to hear it all. Okay. Joseph said that she doesn't remember a lot from the time around Ariel's disappearance. She has been homeless, living on Waimanalo beaches. A review of Hawaii court records shows that Joseph's only interaction with law enforcement have been 4 citations in 2019 and 2020 for putting up an illegal tent on the beach or being in a park after closure. She has no criminal record. Because that's something that lifestyle do to you now. It'll have you living in the streets. Like, just, that is what it is. Isaac Kalua, by contrast, had felony convictions for terroristic threatening, and assault. La Huya Kalua had felony drug arrests, but her case was dismissed after she graduated from drug court. These cases could have disqualified them from becoming foster parents, but unlike some convictions, did not automatically bar them. Bro, you see what I'm saying? Like, shit is bad. Let's press on. When Ariel disappeared 2 years ago, Joseph said she knew right away that her daughter would not have run away, as the clues had suggested. My daughter is afraid of the dark, she said. She would never leave at night. She would never even come out of the house. What she does recall from the frantic days after Ariel's disappearance was a growing sense of panic and fear. People were making donations, but Joseph said she didn't care about the things people were bringing. I just wanted to find my daughter, she said. So that's a proper response right there from an actual loving parent, regardless if they have issues or not. That's how you respond. In the weeks and months that followed, math seemed to offer some respite. Unfortunately, when you got issues and something tragic happens, you tend to dive into it, man. It is what it is. It's what happens with people dealing with this struggle. I was using for a long time because because I just thought it would help me deal with it, she said. I just got tired of doing it. Then I got pregnant with him. She gestured towards her newborn son. A friend who was still using math co- coerced her to get sober, coerced her to get sober, she said, and helped her get through detox. That friend had since also stopped using, and the two offer each other support. She said the father of her children, Adam Sellers, is also in rehab. So it sounds like she got the same baby daddy for the kids, which is, I mean, that's solid at least. And he's getting help, so that's good. Okay, Costa Joseph's cousin recalls getting a tearful phone call from her one night shortly after she got sober. I wasn't there, Costa recalls her saying. My baby was probably crying for me, and I wasn't there. I didn't save her. Costa replied, honey, at that time you couldn't even save yourself, and we've just got to work from here. After getting clean, Costa said Joseph embarked on her mission to do the services that the state had required before Ariel's death. She was the driving force there, Costa said. She started making all those calls. Apologize, guys. In the meantime, Costa said it's become a full support system in the background. Everybody's on the team cheering for her and trying to do whatever they can to open avenues and doorways for her to be able to get all the help she needs. Joseph is doing intensive outpatient treatment online, seeing one therapist and trying to line up another to help deal with grief over Ariel and all that's happened. It's okay, she said. I'm not used to talking about it, but I've got to start somewhere. Okay, guys, that's it. That's the whole article. Holy crap. That was a lot of reading. I don't even like to read, but all of a sudden I'm reading and shooting videos. It's so weird. But let's go ahead. I'm going to jump over here because I have another tab popped open ready for you guys, and it is the affidavit charges and whatnot. And we'll go ahead and go over that. Department of Prosecuting Attorney, City and County of Honolulu. All right, here we go. November 17th, 2021. Here we go. Honolulu, Lahua. I don't know how to say her name, man. I can't. It's L. Kalua, 44, and Isaac Sonny Kalua, 52, were indicted by the Oahu grand jury today and charged with multiple offenses in connection with the alleged murder of their adopted daughter, Isabella. Ariel Kalua, who was 6 years old at the time of her disappearance earlier this year. Both individuals remain in custody. So, El Kalua was indicted and charged with the following crimes: 1 count of murder in the second degree, 1 count of hindering prosecution in the first degree, 2 counts of abuse of family or household members, 2 counts of persistent non-support, 2 counts of endangering the welfare of a minor in the second degree. Isaac Kalua was indicted and charged with the following crimes: 1 count of murder in the second degree, 1 count of hindering prosecution in the first degree, 2 counts of persistent non-support, 2 counts of endangering the welfare of a minor in the second degree. Prosecuting attorney Steve Ulm vowed to seek justice for Ariel. The allegations in the case are heinous beyond description, he said, and we will hold El and Isaac Kalua accountable for alleged crimes against the defenseless child, he continued. This case has touched every person in our community and many across the country, and we will do everything in our power to bring Ariel's alleged killers to justice, he continued. I thank the Honolulu Police Department and FBI for their extraordinary efforts to investigate this matter and chase down every lead, he said. Murder in the second degree carries a mandatory penalty of life in prison with the possibility of parole, but if convicted, El and Isaac Kalua face an extended term of imprisonment of life without the possibility of parole because Ariel was under the age of 6 when she was under the ages of 9. My bad. Dude, that was some dyslexia right there. Like, flip the number. When she was allegedly murdered. The case is being prosecuted by Family Prosecution Division Chief Tiffany Kowau and Deputy Prosecuting Attorney Erica Candelario. El and Isaac Kalua are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty. There you guys go. There's the receipts on the arrest, the whole affidavit, the goods. And I'm going to go ahead. That is the meat and potatoes on it all, guys. But we're not done. We're not done. Yes, I know some of you are probably like, damn, dude, you still got more? Yes, I do. Okay, so here's the most recent update I have for you guys. Okay, let me go ahead and share this tab. Pop this open. Okay, trial of couple accused of killing Waimanalo girl is postponed. Horrible. Okay, the trial of Isaac and Luia Kalua, who are accused of abusing and killing their 6-year-old adopted daughter in Waimanalo, has been postponed to January 15, according to the courts. The child, Isabella Kalua, who was born Ariel Sellers, was first reported missing on September 13, 2021. A massive search, including police and volunteers, ensued. The girl was never found. Her adopted parents were arrested on November 10, 2021, and charged with second-degree murder, according to Honolulu Police Department. Both have pleaded not guilty and remain in custody. Although Isabella's body was never found, a probate court judge declared her dead in July, opening a path for civil lawsuit to be filed on behalf of her family members. The trial was previously scheduled to start on Monday. It has been continued 6 times. A representative of her estate filed suit on August 14th against Isaac and Luia Kalua. The Department of Human Services Catholic Charities Hawaii, a nonprofit that reviews foster homes and adoption placement. The lawsuit says DHS and Catholic Charities Hawaii ignored multiple reports of abuse while Isabella and her siblings were in the Kalua's care. The groups didn't respond to requests for comment. Okay, that was short and sweet. But yeah, man, the justice for this whole situation has been pushed out. And I don't understand the reasons for it. I get the whole COVID-19 thing, yeah, but we're in 2023, man. We're damn near we're at the ass end of 2023, and we keep postpone. They need to get this done with already. And then those fires are going to push it back probably even more. So there's no telling when this is going to actually make it to trial fully. But I do know I'm going to keep my eye on this one. Thank you, Jennifer B, for recommending this. I hadn't actually heard about this case, and yeah, it's a heartbreaking one. Our system's broken, guys. And a lot of people want to complain about things, but you know what you got to do instead of complaining? You actually just got to start calling, your local government officials and start pushing for change on things. Because unless you go that route, all the making videos and the complaining on YouTube or the internet ain't gonna do a damn thing. You got to get things signed. It's the only way changes are made. And these systems for these babies are so screwed. They need to be reformed. You know what I mean? We could sit and take and send so much money overseas to, foreign aid, but we can't sit and put money back into a system like this that's obviously broken. It doesn't add up to me, guys. So that being said, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you guys know anything else about this that I don't know, I didn't cover, let me know, especially Jennifer B, because you seem to sound like you knew quite a bit about it. So if I didn't hit something you think I needed to hit on, let us know down in that chat. And like I said, I appreciate you requesting it. And anybody else wants to request something, hit me up, let me know. Got the email in the bio, or you can hit me up on I do have Instagram, guys, The Real Piscine Predator. Go check me out there. They're just seeing a lot of fish content and life stuff. I'm probably going to start posting my true crime content to it. But as of right now, it's just got a lot of my fishing stuff. But if you want to get a hold of me through there, you can get a hold of me through there as well. That being said, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up. I hope you guys are having an awesome night. I know I am. It's a good day. Much love, you guys. It's your boy, the Piscine Predator, aka TPP, baby. Till next video, I'm out, you all. Much love. Peace.